Hi, I'm Hal Weeks, and welcome to Stalking the Wild Autoharp. And this week we're going to go stalking melody fills. Melody fills is a technique that you use to alternate melody between the lead instrument, or the voice, and your accompanying instrument. And you don't want your accompanying instrument to steal the show. So you do something relatively simple and short, and you only have the amount of time that it takes for the voice to pause. So when that voice pauses, or when it lingers on a long note, then you do something a little bit melodically interesting on the accompaniment instrument, in this case the Autoharp. Let me give you an example. Satisfied Mind, and I'm in D here. If I do it without any fills, the verse sounds like this. Now how many times have you heard someone say, if I had his money, I'd do things my way. How little they know. It's so hard to find one rich man in 10 with a satisfied mind. Okay, pretty song, but it's a little bit like strumba, 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 strumba all the time. Now that's not a problem for one verse. As a matter of fact, it's a good thing to start there, so that then you can go someplace and make it fancier for the rest of the song, and then maybe bring it back to that towards the end. But fills are something that happens in between the voice's movements. Okay? Now how many times have you heard someone say, if I had his money, I'd do things my way. How little they know. It's so hard to find one rich man in 10 with a satisfied mind. So it takes turns, and the melody passes from the voice, or the lead instrument, to the accompaniment instrument, and then back to the lead. And the accompaniment has to be tasteful and subdued, and not steal the show away from the lead voice, usually the singer. But at the same time, you want to add something pretty in there, so that the attention is filled the entire time. This is an arranging technique. We're going to talk more about arranging and different things that you can do in a later episode of Stalking the Wild Autoharp. And if you're not familiar with melody playing, go back to my melody playing videos. There's also other excellent melody playing videos on YouTube where you can learn to do that. But that's as simple as it comes, is just putting in a few notes, and it can really be very few notes. Now how many times have you heard someone say, if I had his money, I'd do things my way. So you can keep it really simple and add a little bit more interest to just, instead of just playing chords all the time. Now, if you're in a jam session, you got people playing chords all the time. You don't need to be another person in there making that sound fatter and more busy. You can sit back and just go, I'm just going to do fills, and let the other people play all the rhythm parts, and you just sit there and wait for the pause, and then add a little and just do that. And you're not playing the melody, you're not playing the chords, you're doing something more useful than either of those. You're adding more interest to the entire piece by sitting back, letting them take the weight of it, and you're just doing melody fills. That's something in arranging that you want to learn how to do, is do something that nobody else is doing. But we'll talk about that when we get to doing arrangements. So that's it for Stalking the Wild Autoharp this week. Pretty simple lesson, huh? Remember that I teach lessons online through Skype. You can find out about that through my website, halweeks.com. Remember that I have an album called Autoharp Revealed in Cloud, and that is also available through my website. And remember to subscribe to this video blog series if you are learning to play the Autoharp, because then you'll get all the lessons and you'll find out as soon as they're posted. I usually post them on Saturday mornings. So thanks again for listening, and we'll see you next time on Stalking the Wild Autoharp. Bye-bye.